Welcome back to part 2 of my most recent pallet unboxing. If you missed part 1, then I'll link it down in the description so you can check it out. Just to recap, we spent $450 on each pallet, plus we had to rent a truck to get it back. So, we're all in to these pallets for $500 each. Let's get into it. First up, we have this baby playmat from Komami. This is a brand I get on a lot of my pallets, so we're familiar with it. And it looks like it's still shrink wrapped in the box, so this is probably brand new. I'm going to guess I could probably sell for $20 to $40 on Facebook Marketplace. Next up is a brand called Enjoy Wood. And you can see here, it's some type of tool for woodworking. I've had one other piece from this brand in the past, and I believe I sold it for like 50 bucks. So I'll have to figure out exactly what it is, but then that should be a good sale. We have a home oxygen concentrator, which I got two similar ones on the last pallet, and these might be a little hard to sell because of their medical devices, but these could be worth $100 to $200 each, so hopefully if I can find a place to sell it, this could be good money. Next up, we have this mystery box. There's nothing on here that says what it is. I've had a similar box in the past that was AstroTurf, so I'm wondering if it's something similar to that. I was correct. Big roll of AstroTurf. I actually still have the other one in my basement, so I'm going to have to sell that one too. Next up is a pretty heavy box, but has no information on it, so again, we'll have to open it up. Oh. I think these are like hooks for a pegboard or something like that. All kinds of different ones, so it's probably a whole set. So not sure I'm going to figure out what this is, but it also has the brackets for it, so that should be an interesting one. We'll have to do more research and see what it is exactly, but hopefully it's a good one. Next up, I can tell you what this is already. Random SKU number, and it's white. So I'm going to guess this is another nightstand. I get these quite often. They sell for about 50 bucks on Facebook Marketplace. Check it out real quick. Another LED nightstand. This one looks newer than usual, so I'll probably be able to get like 50, 60 bucks for it pretty easily. Next up is a foldable Adirondack chair, which I've had two of these in the past. They sold for about 60 bucks each. It is starting to become winter, so I might have to hold on to these and sell it later, but I might also just try listing it now and seeing what I get for it. We have two of these Komami playpens, same brand as that last playmat. These I have one listed for 30 bucks, and I'll probably end up selling it for between 20 and 30 for each of these. Next up is a twin bed frame. Again, something I sold in the past. I believe I sold that for about 60 bucks. So this should be an easy sale. Next up is a big but light mystery box. And this one should be interesting because when I was moving it around, I noticed on the label it says box 1 of 2, and most likely I do not have the other box. So let's see what's in it. It's only part of an office chair. So honestly, might not be that bad because I got an office chair that's missing its piston. So I might be able to use this actually to make a whole office chair. So not the worst thing in the world. We have a cigar humidor with a decent amount of shipping damage, which is unfortunate, but I've sold these in the past, depending on how good of a condition they are in. If they have a lot of shipping damage, they'll sell around 50 to 60 bucks. If they're in really good condition, they can sell for as much as 150 bucks. So I'll open this up, inspect it, turn it on, and make sure it works, but it should be a good sale. So to go along with the piece of office chair that I've just found, and the reason I bought these pallets, is office chairs. So let's check out how many I got this time. Office chair number 1. office chair number 2. Here's office chair number 3. It's a gaming chair. Office chair number 4, which is another gaming chair. Which this one's very well packaged, so I'm definitely gonna have to inspect this one. Office chair number 5. This one is very clearly sticking up out of the box and is clearly worn down and damaged. So again, you always have to inspect these type of items, but hopefully all the parts are there. If not, I have extra parts. Office chair number 6, which this one is probably the best looking box out of the bunch. So hopefully that's a good sign. With these 6 office chairs, they average about $100 each, selling locally. So altogether, I'll have $600, which minus the $500 per pallet, I'm already at $100 profit in potential profit on this pallet. Then we have the cigar humidor that can sell for $50 to $100. We have some other items that should be decent sellers. So I have very high confidence that I can make money on this pallet. And we have another big mystery box over here, which could bring in some extra value. Let's grab that and check it out. As you can see from this box, there's pieces sticking out here, and there's not a lot of information on the outside of the box, so we're gonna have to open it up, check out what it is, and check the condition. But on this side of the box, there's a random SKU number and the color, and based on the nightstand, that's most likely what it's gonna be, is a piece of furniture, because there's not a lot of information and it's just a color. But let's open it up and check it out. Oh, these ones are different. Oh, it's a 4-pack. Oh, it's more than a 4-pack. Hold up, hold the phone. So it looks like it's some type of chair. I've gotten similar ones to this in the past, which were bar stools. Ugh. Looks like this is the leg that was sticking out. Has a little bit of scratches, a little bit of scuffs, but not too bad. Ugh. Another one. These look a little short to be bar stools. Another cushion, so that's 2. Another cushion, that's 3. Another cushion, that's 4. Wow, there's a lot of them in here. Another cushion, that's 5. Another cushion, that's 6. So, 6 of some type of bar stool or seat. You got curved backs. I believe this design is called boucle. You got all the hardware still new in bag. I can't tell if the customer or the manufacturer rewrapped it in this paper with a really happy giraffe on it. That's kind of interesting. Oh, here we go. The manual. Dining chairs. I can throw up the listing here so you can see what they look like. And I believe I counted out a pack of 6. So this is a whole set of 6 dining chairs, which I'm going to guess I could get at least $125 for because they're brand new. But I'll definitely have to look this up and see how much it's worth. Double check all the parts are here, that there's nothing too damaged. And probably just sell it as is in the box without assembling it. But this should definitely be a sweet find. All in all, a pretty solid pallet. You already have, just from furniture and gaming chairs, potential $200 profit, plus all the other items we have. We'll check back in 2 weeks and see what sells in those 2 weeks and see how much money we've made back so far and see how much money potentially we've made on profit. It's been 2 weeks since we unboxed that pallet, and now we can go over what we found and what we sold. Let's start off with office chairs. The one box that had the piece sticking out of it ended up being in pretty rough condition, and it was missing its power adapter. I'll have to end up ordering a power adapter and assembling it in order to sell it, but it should be a good sale. One of the chairs ended up being a kid's chair, so it'll probably sell for a bit less. The rest of the chairs all ended up being in really good condition, and 2 of them I've already sold for $100 each. The box with the hooks turned out to be a storage system for the Second Amendment. I tried listing this on Marketplace, but it ended up getting flagged. Similar to the oxygen generators that I got, I'll have to find another marketplace to sell these on due to the restrictions on the platform. That bed frame, I ended up not being able to find the exact match on Amazon, but I found one that was similar, and I just took a picture of the style in the box so people could see what they were buying. It ended up selling pretty quickly for $75. On top of the 2 office chairs I sold for $100 each, the bed frame that I sold for $75, I also sold a nightstand for $55. So out of the $500 I spent on this pallet, so far I got $330 back. I do have a customer that might come in the next day or two for those 6 dining chairs for another $125, which would get me closer to the $500 that I originally paid. This is something I've noticed over the last year selling liquidation pellets. Your sales will tend to ebb and flow. Some days you'll sell multiple items, and other times you'll go a couple days without any messages. The way I deal with this is by looking at my inventory and seeing how many saves and views it has on Marketplace. Once an item has been listed for a couple weeks, I'm more open to lower offers. Plus, on Marketplace, when you lower the price on a listing, anyone who has saved the product will get a notification that the price has been lowered. This helps encourage any buyers who might have been on the fence about the product to come back and reach out. Once my items are listed and I've made most of my money back, I'm willing to go buy more pallets to increase my inventory. You can see behind me I've already bought another 2 pallets and I started processing them. If you like this type of content, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to my Path to Billions. Until next time.